Okay, let's get into a run then. I think last time I would have run this would have been 2015, late 2015. So, let's hope it goes well, I guess. I'm not expecting to get world record or anything tonight, but hey, I wasn't expecting to get a Muffy world record the other day either, and that happened, so you never know. I've only practiced like the first couple of days because I feel like that's the only part that I struggle to remember with. Although actually, speaking of that, I should definitely bring up my notes. Actually, no, I should bring up my notes on my laptop, that would make Right, this is the first actual bit of doing something. The rearranging of the furniture. Now I've only practiced this once. Oh, fuck. I've only practiced this once, and I've already fucked it up. Nice. I wasn't supposed to exit there fully, I was just supposed to exit that one little bit. Okay, my notes said I'm supposed to harvest breadfruit 5 times. I don't know at what point that'll leave me at, but... or what day. But that should be quite easy to remember. I don't actually know how much not putting all the furniture away will affect this split, because obviously I usually spend probably like 10-20 seconds like clearing the house, but now I kind of have to do it in the next split, so no, I guess if this first split is really inaccurate, I might have to skip it, which is really dumb. Hey Boone, how are you doing today? And thanks for good luck. I'm doing good, thanks. Oh, that's good to hear. Coming up in a second, we'll get our first note, which will be for taking one step, for taking a single step on the pedometer that's given to us. And in one of the very, very old routes, the pedometer was actually a part of it, because there's the pedometer plays two parts. You get a note for your first step, which you get no matter what. Like, I don't think it's possible to skip that step. You can skip that note, but there's no reason, like, why would you want to? It's the easiest note in the game, because they give it to you, like, forcefully. But the other one is for 10,000 steps. And it wasn't a terrible note. It was just kind of thing that, like, it used up a space in your bag. But it got to the point where I routed the game down so much, you genuinely didn't actually, like, do 10,000 steps anymore. So I had to cut that note out because you just didn't do 10,000 steps. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip this split because I didn't do any of the what's it called? I didn't rearrange any of the furniture. So that would have been like that would have been a gold by like 10 seconds or something. But it's okay, because in a second, I think, after Ellen gives us our dog. Oh, she gives us our dog now. Yeah, after Ellen gives us our dog, we finally get into the real gameplay of the really interesting things. And actually, it's appropriate that Ellen's one of the first people you meet because I shouldn't have deleted those, that was a bit stupid. This is what happens when I don't actually pay attention to the text that's on the screen. I just continue mashing. But Ellen's going to be like our only friend throughout this run. Nope. Okay, so what I did there was I'm usually supposed to do that in the first split, but what that did is basically just moves the bed as close to the door as we can and puts everything in a just general good place. So now, spring 2, our first big day, which is appropriate because it's our first day. Okay, so what I'm doing at the moment, I'm just picking up weeds, and so one of the notes that I'm going to get later is for picking up 100 weeds, but I'm putting them in my pocket because there's a note for putting things in the bin as well, and it's slower to just walk over to the bin each time. That spot of soils there is that's going to be used for a tree. Did you get a note for a tree? Chances are, if you have any questions about this or about what I'm doing, like what on earth am I doing something, there's a good, good chance I'm doing it because it'll get me a note. I wasn't expecting that to go there, but that's fine. So those two spots that I dug or tilled, next to the watering hole, that's for grass. The bottom ones by the stump is for flowers, and this is for breadfruit. And breadfruit in this game is OP as fuck. Like, it takes 7 days to grow the first time. Actually, I need to remember to do my splits. It takes 7 days to grow the first harvest, and then it regrows every 2 days. I saw very, very there. And if you look at my splits, you'll notice I've got one counter for notes, which is just generally to help me see what point I'm on. Although it generally, I don't know, it doesn't usually matter, I feel. But the other one is food, and that's because there is a note called Big Eater, in which I have to eat 50 items of food. And in an old route where I used to get another note in which I buy 10 cans of soda from a cafe, that used to be an easy note to get. However, it was like 600 G per can of soda, so it was like 6,000 G in the end, and it just wasn't worth doing it anymore. Because you had to make a lot of money, plus you had to go through various cutscenes to actually unlock the cafe anyway. So it's a bit more difficult now, so which is why I just keep track of how much I'm eating. And actually, it's not going too bad at the moment. I would like to see a purple herb though. Oh shit, I'm blind. Okay. So I need a purple and green herb because there's a note for shipping one of every flower and herb from each season. So there's 2 herbs in spring, 2 herbs and a flower in spring. There's a flower per season, and then in spring there's 2 herbs. In summer I believe there's 2 herbs, and there's 1 herb I think in fall. I might be a bit wrong on how many there are in each season, or herbs at least. But luckily, that just those 2 herbs give us enough money to buy all the seeds I need, all the seeds and all the items I need tomorrow from the seed shop. And actually, a good thing to mention is most of the time in this run, I'll be trying to like stay. You know, days will be short. However, there are 4 days when I want to stay out until a certain time period, because there are days in which there are notes where you get the note for staying out for 10 hours in different weather conditions. So today I'm getting the one for staying out in the sun for 10 hours. There's one for rain, one for what's it called? There's one for rain, one for cloudy, and one for snow. So I'll be doing one each season. And it's good because spring too is always sunny, rather, not sunny. It's always sunny, so like that's guaranteed. So I know I don't have to worry about whether or not it is going, like what note I'm going to get from this. It's guaranteed it will be sunny. Okay. I wish I got a bit more honey from that, because the honey I'll be using later on. When I go mining, there's just general refilling stamina. So having more of it early on would have been nicer. But on the other side, this gives me more time to work towards another note, which is tilling 100 squares of soil. So the thing with the staying out for 10 hours is every time you go inside, the timer for it resets. So you have to stay out for 10 hours like consecutively. But luckily that means I know exactly like roughly what time I'm going to get it. So I'm probably going to get this note at about like 4:10. There it is.
Lucky!
And I made my way up here because there's a little rock climbing mini game, which is just, it's very bizarre. Well, not bizarre. It's just a bit. It's usually a bit cruel to me. especially if I get wind very early. So in this minigame there are two types of wind. There's like an updraft and I guess a side draft. So the updraft, well, both types of wind lag you out and make you go a lot slower. Oh, thanks game. The updraft makes you climb a lot more. Yeah, and this is why I don't like this minigame, because it does things like that. So if it gave me an updraft now, that would be nice. If it gave me a side draft. I think that may have been an updraft, but I couldn't tell. Okay, no, that was an updraft. Oh, really? Really, game? Wow. Okay. So that was, I mean, not the best rock climbing minigame. It probably wasn't the worst. I'm pretty sure I have actually failed it in a run before, but luckily it happens early on, so it's not like I can go, oh no, the absolute god run died to failing rock climbing minigame. It's just, no.
Lucky!
And there we can see, probably like the best feature of Magical Melody is Z sleeping. So if you go into the menu, it's not really options, but if you just go into like the menu and you press Z, it gives you the option to walk straight back to your house and go to sleep until the next day. And that is really helpful, because it means, because otherwise I would have had to go straight back to my house from that. Or well, okay, what I would have probably more likely would have done is just like Z sleeping wasn't thing. It's just passed out and got the note for that. So today I'm going to go to the seed shop. I don't actually remember whether I picked up my dog yesterday. But first I'm going to do a little bit of fishing. So I'm aiming to get 4 fish. Ideally I'd want to stop fishing at I think it's like just before 8. That might be wrong though. I can't remember. It's sometime during the 7 o'clock period. I just can't remember if it's early or late. Okay, that's not the best, but I can hope that other fish picks it up. No, okay. Yeah, I should have cut that off a lot sooner. One thing I don't actually mind about fishing in this game is you know exactly, like the fish always respawn in like the same spot. They have like their own specific area. That's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to use these fish to befriend a dolphin. And that dolphin is eventually going to take us over to a little island, and that's going to get us a note. So the reason why I do a little bit of fishing there as opposed to any other time is because the seed shop opens at 9, so that's just a good time where I have to pass time no matter what. So that's just a good thing to do, because there isn't really another good time to do any fishing. Because unlike some of the older Harvest Moon games, festivals don't start at 10 o'clock. Festivals start whenever you get to a specified place in the town. So yeah, it's a game at the seed shop at exactly 9 is quite good. Ideally, you can get there a little bit before 9, and that allows you to like do a little bit of whistling, which, as you can probably guess, is for a note. But yeah. But getting there like bang on 9 is still pretty good. Okay. So it may not have looked like it mattered what order I bought any of that in, and it kind of doesn't mostly, but it does help if the last thing I buy is the pumpkin, because then the pumpkin will go straight to my it will go straight to the fridge in my house, and I'll have all the seeds in my bag with me, which allows me to just use them straight away. Now this is a lot of what spring is going to be. Spring features a lot of watering crops. In fact, I think spring is the only season where you actually water crops or grow crops of any kind. Even if like you miss a note and you have to do the however long backup of befriending Joe. To befriend Joe, you grow turnips, which you grow in spring. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to get the pass out note then, or whether I wanted to do it a different day. Because I was quite low, but I have a feeling there'll be like a chance where I'll be slightly lower.
Lucky!
So yeah, so up until any what's it called? Up until anything, the breadfruit grows really. Yeah, we'll just be a little bit of watering. But those flowers are quite good, because not only is there a note for having 5 flowers harvest at once, you can also, it provides other things as well, because for the flower festival at the end of spring, you need to put a flower into the festival bin, which I can use my flowers for, and there's also, and as I mentioned earlier, the note for shipping one of every flower and herb from each season, which I can also use that for.
Yahoo!
So here's Carl coming to tell me about the egg festival, which luckily in the first year you don't have to provide any eggs for. In future years, you have to ship an egg to the like festival bin. But luckily you don't have to do that first year because they knew you wouldn't get you wouldn't have a chicken by then. I can't remember how much I would be able to water before it required a refill. I guess that means it's only a couple days. So I think the bridge, if the flowers look like they should be done tomorrow, I think the breadfruit should be done. I think they're done on like the 9th. Maybe the 10th. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they grow in like 7 days. But then I can't remember exactly like how that whole thing works. So yeah, I'm assuming this is the one for flowers. Yep. So now I can, well, no, let's go fast. I'll only ship the one I need and get the other one. Although talking of things I need to pick up a sickle at some point. Yes, I'll remember to do that tomorrow because, well, it's about to happen, but also it's a festival day tomorrow. It's the egg festival. Okay. I wasn't sure whether there were anything from that. Oh shit. I literally just told myself, oh yeah, I'll pick up the thing, and then I was like, what's this something I was supposed to pick up from the fridge or the toolbox? And I was like, nah. Up a couple of these weeds, so that when I pass the bin on the next day, I can put them in there. And apparently I'm losing time. I have no idea what I'm losing time over, but sure. I completely forgot that you could just talk to him.
Lucky!
So that lost me a few seconds, but that's fine. Okay, so today's a rainy day. Rainy days are really good early on, because it means I don't have to water any of my crops, which is lovely. So, my breadfruit is ready. My breadfruit may have actually been ready yesterday, and I just may not have known. So, I don't know, maybe rain yesterday wasn't a good thing, because I was unaware of it being ready. But it don't matter. Yeah, so the way breadfruit can work, let's see, look, it's 300 per breadfruit, and it grows, and from now on it's going to grow every 2 days. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so from now, I'm going to give Ellen a bunch of breadfruit. Say bunch, 10 to be precise.
Hi!
And I'm keeping one breadfruit in my bag just because tomorrow the breadfruit won't have regrown by then, so I still have something to give her tomorrow. I think I'm kind of remembering like where she's gonna be at different times.
Hi!
So if it's past 7, then she'll be in the big barn. If it's past 8, she'll be outside, but people don't leave their areas naturally, so I'd have to enter and exit a screen to reset her position, so she would be outside. So it's actually Ellen's day off today, so I can't give her any breadfruit, but what I can do is still take the breadfruit that I need for tomorrow, and take a breadfruit that I need for the Harvest Festival. It reminds me, when are the next festivals? Okay, the next festival in spring that I'm going to at least is the Flower Festival on the 28th. Not 28th, 23rd. First harvest was on the 10th, so this will be, tomorrow will be their second harvest. Okay, that little bit of menuing could have gone a little bit better. Okay, so because of a day off, actually I'll probably get to her day off again at some point. Yeah, I think it will. No, it might not actually. That was that was the third harvest. Yeah, so we might not get to another Thursday. I just have to remember to give because even though it would be 2 per harvest, 2 bursaries per harvest, I gotta remember that because of her day off, I've quote unquote missed one. So I guess from the last harvest I have to give her 3. Which won't be this harvest, it should be the next one. Yeah, so the next harvest should be the last one. Okay, so today is the horse. Oh, okay, today's the horse race, so I can't give her anything from today. Okay, I think that might still be fine. I mean, it should definitely be fine. I've managed to work around it in the past, but I'm just trying to think how I should be working around it now. Well, actually, I'm still going to have the breadfruit from there, so because tomorrow will be the last harvest, I'll just have 4 on me. So luckily, because it's the last harvest, even though it's raining, I can put that away.
Lucky.
So that's why I've been sickling a lot of grass, is to get this note. Which, yeah, it's you know, it wants you to think it's for fodder, but it's not. Okay, what I gotta find out is when do I go to the what's it called? The junk shop. I'm going to ship that. I think I do that on the last day I give Ellen an item. I don't know, I can't 100% remember when the junk shop is open and closed. I think it's closed Tuesdays. I'm gonna try and check this real quickly. Oh, Fogu doesn't actually have a page on town shops. Oh, it's Thursday. I'm a dingus. Okay, closed Tuesdays. Hey Levy, how's it going? Yeah, the little jingle it plays when you go to sleep is quite nice, I like it.
Hi.
Okay, so it's before 7, it's chicken coop. Am I going to do a Stardew Valley run sometime? No. I played through Stardew Valley. I didn't enjoy it. I'm just gonna put that out there. Very honestly, it wasn't for me. I need to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. So I'll go out and ship the flower for the festival tomorrow.
Hi.
So that means I need my fishing rod today. I don't think I need. Oh, I need the flower as well. Yeah, I mean, I tried to enjoy it, like I really did, but I just couldn't keep going. It was I was playing it, but I wasn't actually enjoying it, so I just eventually stopped. Okay, I'll go the long way around. It's fine. Yeah, so I'm going to do a little bit more fishing for the dolphin here. Okay, let's go. I'm trying to remember what fish I need, because I've already given it 1, and I need 3. Oh, okay. And I've already given it 1. I have 3 others. I believe I need to give it 7. But then I need also 1 blowfish to cook. So I think 1 more fish should be fine. Yeah, because this should give me a full bounce back. Okay. So fishing's actually gone really well. Yeah, I think I should get to it. No, I was going to say I might get to it a little. No, okay, I think I'll get to it just in turn tonight. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. To be fair, the worst thing that can happen with fishing is you either don't catch any blowfish, because you need to catch blowfish because it's the only fish I actually know off the top of my head that you can cook into a meal, or that you just keep catching like boots or cans or something, which obviously doesn't help. Yeah, Friends of Mono Town is a lot of people's favourites, which I can understand. It's not my personal favourite, but I haven't really played it outside of a speedrunning setting, and it's not very speedrunning friendly, so I don't really have a casual opinion on it. But I can understand why people would like it. Like, of the classic Harvest Moon games, it's the most, like, I don't know how to word it, but it's like, after all that time, like, they really knew what they were doing at that point. Okay, I could have done the shopping a little bit better. But that's fine. I'm going to check my notes for a second. Yes, okay, on festival days. Okay, so this is not how I know I gave Eleanor breadfruit, because she comes to my house and she was all like, have this sushi that I made. And that's really nice, because not only is that a note, I can eat the sushi, which helps contribute to another note. So now I'm off to the flower festival, although first I am going to go down to my dolphin friend, go give him a little fish and give him a little wave, because there are probably better times to like feed and befriend the dolphin, but I haven't been able to think of any. Come back, dolphin. Okay. I was worried he was gonna just swim past me and ignore me, which would make me very sad. But okay, flower festival time. Okay, this time I actually remembered I can talk to the mayor to end the festival. And yeah, that's actually it for spring now. The rest of spring is just going to be picking up my dog and going to sleep. Although, while it's in my head, I'm going to put away the fishing rod. Just because, I don't know off the top, I can't remember off the top of my head what I would swap it out for, but I know I won't need it for the rest of the run now. So today's the cow festival. Do not need to go to that. I remember one run. I can't actually remember the ending to the story, but I remember there was a run where I panicked that I missed a festival, but it just ended up being the chicken festival. I can't remember whether I actually reset over that or not, because I thought it was the chicken festival. Or because I thought it was a festival I was meant to go to, but it wasn't. Okay, so we're ahead. That's good. So first days of summer are actually going to be very similar to the last few days of spring, in which let's go to bed. But everything after then is going to change a little bit, because then Summer 3 is a mini-game festival, the only actual competition festival you see in this run. And actually I need to do my, I'm going to do the diary note as well. So that's 10, I need to do 30. Okay.
Lucky!
Yeah, so sometimes you just have to be like really sure when you're saving. Yeah. So hopefully I don't lose this mini game, but I think if I do, I won't like reset, I'll just reset the console and load from that file. Try and keep it going, try and keep it as like a no reset run. I can't guarantee whether it will be a no reset run, because doing something like missing a festival can be very crucial, and but then again it's also a good reason to practice the backup. The one single backup I have, which I've never done because it's a shit backup. But hey, let's see what happens. If I fail this festival, I will just continue until I get it. But unless I get very unlucky, I shouldn't. I don't think I should fail. So we gotta talk to everyone for the festival to start. I don't know why you have to talk to everyone for the festival to start, but you do. So because I'm going to skip a lot of the text that Theodore says here, basically the point of this minigame is to touch all 4 boys first. That's actually really good. That whirlpool blocking yellow though is that's fine. Kurt, get out of my way, please. You deserve that, Kurt. Okay, so I definitely won. That's good. But now here's the fun part. The mini game doesn't end until positions have been decided, until first, second, and third is confirmed. So I have to wait for everyone else to be done. There you go. I didn't see what the time on that was, but okay, it's a little after a minute. If it's a minute, below a minute, that's usually quite good.
Lucky.
I don't know whether that's actually where I usually split, but I might need to get rid of my best for that split anyway, because I have a feeling it doesn't include going to the dolphin. So the next split is a little bit pointless, but I include it because when I first routed this, it was actually an interesting day. It had actual, like, you know, it. Okay, no, I thought for a second, oh shit, I've missed something. I haven't. I don't think I need to do the rainy day yet, though. Actually, no, I don't want to do the rainy day because I've gone to the shop. But yeah, so in a slightly older route, this would be when I got the bag from the junk shop, and it'd also be when I would go to the library for the spring and summer bags. But eventually I found time to do those at different points, and because this shop opens at 6, it just goes, you know, straight to it. But I still keep this back because why not? So the point of these two notes is to sell 10 milk and 10 eggs. The problem being, at no point in the run will I get a cow or a chicken. So I just buy the product from the next farm over and sell it off as my own.
Lucky.
Unfortunately, this doesn't actually, like, this in no way makes a profit, which makes sense, but, you know, it's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, actually, I know what I can do. Oh, I shouldn't have bought that then. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip that split because I was a fucking dingus and did it wrong. I got excited and I thought, ooh, a rainy day. I know what that means. I can buy the brush and get the thing from brushing the cows, which you do on rainy days. But then completely overlooked the fact that I would not have enough money for it. Okay, but I think from this point, beside the next either cloudy or rainy day, I need to go out and it's a hurricane, that's fine. But the next cloudy and rainy day I need to go and do that specific day. Although it's a festival today, so I won't continue today. Although actually, yeah, I should go get the stuff for the eggs. I can't do that today because it's a festival, but I should definitely go do that at some point. Okay, so unless tomorrow is either cloudy or rainy, I'll do the eggs tomorrow. Hey Ash, how you doing? And thanks for good luck. So this festival is actually one of the few romantic festivals which we partake in, and interesting fact is quite like a couple years ago when I was more active routing this run, I tried to route out befriending everyone, because originally in like the original route, one you would get married, but I scrapped that because it was slow. But you would also befriend Joe, because to get married you had to buy a certain, like you had to upgrade your house and you had to get a bed and stuff like that. But to do that you had to befriend one of the carpenters, so either Woody, Kurt or Joe, and Joe was the easiest. So after I scrapped Joe from the route, I tried to scrap Ellen, and I'm pretty sure I actually streamed of like an attempt of that route. But it wasn't until probably this festival where I realised there are a bunch of festivals that you can't do unless you're friends with someone. And I'm assuming and there are some which you can't do unless you just have a friend. Like some of them it doesn't matter whether they're of the opposite gender or not, but then there are obviously some that have to be of the opposite gender, like I'm assuming that one. Okay, so I'll do the eggs today. So I'm actually just gonna buy eggs until I can't buy any more, just because I will probably need them later on for the Big Eater note. So even though I'm only gonna sell 10, I'm gonna try and I just stockpile on eggs because they're nice to have, especially during the snow day when there aren't any wild items that grow to eat to restore stamina.
Lucky.
Yeah. Okay. So unless tomorrow is rainy or cloudy, I'm gonna pick up some. I'm gonna go mining because there isn't really. That sounds like a storm. Yeah. Okay. There isn't really a specific day you need to go mining. You just need to do it once you've gotten the big rucksack. But that's why I got the honey earlier. So I'm going to mine because for 3 notes, technically 4 notes. I'm going for the mine for many notes, and this is probably like the biggest part of. I shouldn't have picked that up because I need to sell that now. I need to sell it and I can't eat it, no matter what. Yeah, that was stupid of me. I think we're gonna have to eat it actually now. I didn't want to pick that up. Yeah, so there's 1 note for selling each like ore and gem. There's one for selling a gem. This is where I get the one for smashing rocks, because in the general world of the game, rocks require quite a few hits. No, I do actually need to sell junk. Whereas down here, they only require one, yet they do still count as rocks, and they do count towards the note for smashing rocks. So I need 2 of these stones, I can't remember whether they're called gemstones or moonstones. Because one is for an actual note where I sell it. The other is for the festival that's coming up. I can't remember what the festival's called. That's silver? That's not silver. So now I'm looking for another moonstone, silver, lime salt, which I believe that was, and rare ore. So yeah, so I will actually have to get rid of... I'll have to eat that herb that I shouldn't have picked up. Oh, okay, this looks promising. Gold, what is that? I don't think that was silver. Oh, seriously, I walked into it at like the last second. Gold again.
Lucky.
I hope that wasn't silver, because I'm not going to get it. Paralysis. That's fine. So now I'm just looking for silver and rare ore. Please let me go. Thank you. That's definitely silver. Wait. Oh, okay, no, I should be fine. I think I only have the rare ore left, so yeah. Okay, I shouldn't have to get rid of that. That's okay. Unfortunately now I just need to make my way down to the 10th floor, because that's where rare ore is a little bit more common. And yeah, this is like the biggest luck part of the game, of the run. I'm just gonna hope this is fine. No, oh, seriously. It's probably not the worst mine I've had so far. But I'm definitely at the mercy of a few other things now. Like, I need quite a few other things to go well. Rainy day, okay. What items do I need out for rainy day? Oh, yes. I'm gonna say that's it. Okay, yes, that was the only one I needed. So let me believe mechanics inside is only too easy, so therefore I'll be honest, from what I remember, I don't actually think I found, like, I didn't think there was much reward in Stardew Valley. So, like, you ship items and they didn't feel like I was getting any return from it. Like, I felt things didn't cost, like, I felt like you weren't shipping things for enough. But it's been ages since I've played the game, so I wouldn't really be able to comment properly. Oh, I should have... No, okay, I was going to say I should have brought the fish out, but... Nah, in the long run, I wouldn't have enough bag space. Right, I need to focus on slowly moving myself to the area by the... I want to go to the festival at the square. To ship the festival ship the moonstone. And I also want to try and find a pink flower and get to the library. I need to do all this before 4. Also, if anybody in chat can actually remember how many items did I eat in the mine, and did I actually increase my food counter? Because I don't think I did. But I'm trying to remember. Okay, pink flower, that's good. I had 2 honey, 1 milk, 1 egg. I think that's it. So that would be 4 items, and I don't think I increased for any of them. I can't remember. Okay, so I'm focusing a bit more on the weeds as opposed to the tilling of the soil, but that does not matter, that's fine as well. Oh, actually, I still have items I need to bin. That's a good thing I remembered that. That would have been one that would have been really easily forgotten. And also, this summer's actually been really kind to me for food. Okay, that didn't actually count as going in the bin. Cool.
Lucky!
20 notes. Almost halfway there. Okay, I've cleared this area a bit, so I'm going to do a bit of tilling here. I think that may be a little bit better of a tactic to just like clear a slight area of land and then till soil there, instead of just focusing on one. Because you probably won't find like a good spot of just fully clear land to do all your tilling on in, you know, the first point, in the first weather day. But then you won't really find anywhere to do it in the next one either, because there'll be more weeds. Although, yeah, I need to not pass out before. I'm going to do one more. Okay. I don't think pulling up the... they might. Okay, I might have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to play it safe. That's fine. I don't think I can get the standing still note, but I can't really do anything else without risking passing out.
Lucky!
Okay. Yeah, so I got the rain one first, and yeah, now would be the best time for me to get passing out, because I'm ridiculously low on stamina, which is funny considering how many items I had today. I didn't increase that one. So we're in the library, so what better to do than a little bit of speed reading.
Lucky!
Okay, so the rest of summer, I believe, is going to be stormy, apparently. It's going to be just a few festivals. I don't think there are many summer festivals. No, there are two more summer festivals. There's the one for the Moonstone, the Moon Gem, whatever it was called, which is tomorrow, and then there's the fireworks one at the end of the month. I may as well do the cooking today.
Lucky!
Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't increase my food counter for any of the ones earlier, so I'm just going to increase them now. I'm pretty sure it was 4. I'm trying to remember where this festival starts. I'm pretty sure it starts at the beach, because it's the one where you you float a bunch of things across the sea. Okay, good. I haven't failed any of the destinations from festivals yet, which is good. I think this is a top. Yes. I think I could kind of guess that, just it hasn't started yet.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay.
Lucky!
I forgot to ship that the pink cat flower. That's fine. I don't know when I'll do it, but I'll do it soonish. I'll probably do it on the next. Yeah, on the next rainy day, when I go to get the brushing note, which sounds like it's today. I'll do it now. I'm also going to go buy the bell. Oh, poo. Okay. That's fine, I just need to find a good time to buy the bell now. And I also completely forgot to ship my pink cat flower. Okay. Chat, I'm gonna rely on you for this one. The next festival is the 23rd. On either like the 21st, the 22nd, whatever. Someone in chat remind me to ship the pink cat flower. Also, yes, I am brushing this out. It doesn't seem to enjoy it either, unfortunately. I can't remember how many things it's either 10 or 20. So reason why I wait until a rainy day to do this is because they're not your animals. When you try and brush them, they run away from you, which I guess makes sense. And if you do it outside, like, you know, they actually get away from you and you have to like pin them down. Whereas on a rainy day, all the animals are inside, so I can easily just get to that cow and push it up against the wall and start brushing, and it can't run away from me because it's too stupid. Do I have any other like specific days left? I don't really want to go on like a weather day. No, those are the only days I have left, weather days. Unfortunately, you can't really go out on festivals to do it. Remember to ship the pink cat flower. Remember to ship the pink cat flower. Do I actually want to? Okay, no, I'll leave that for now. I'll do that in the fall weather day. Right, pink cat flower, pink cat flower. Okay, I remembered it. Hooray. It's a Christmas miracle. Anyway, it is a Christmas miracle though. The amount of items of food I'm finding. This is really good. No, it's not even a festival day. It's the 24th. Oh. Wow, I am, oh, so many words describe how stupid that felt then. Today is the festival day. I was irritated, and I could have, you know, I could have bought a bloody, I could have bought the bloody bell yesterday. There we go. How silly of me. No, I don't want to talk to you again.
Hi.
Oh!
Yeah.
So here we get a big old long cutscene with lots of fireworks. just realised we're halfway through with notes. Hooray! But we're definitely over halfway through the run. In fact, we're actually coming to the end of summer. I don't know how long the rest of summer is going to take, but I don't imagine it's going to take 10 minutes. So I see no reason that I shouldn't be not only still ahead, I should be a good chunk ahead.
Lucky!
So I'm just gonna say whatever. I'm gonna buy the belt today because, as I said earlier, there's no real actual time I should be buying it now. I just need to buy it. Really, what I should have done was not bought the brush as like an impulse buy. Now I'm going to buy a bunch of eggs just to stock up on, well, eggs. I mean, I won't need them for a very long time. In fact, I do kind of wish they went straight into my fridge, but for the most part I won't need to remove them. I'm going to judge by the fact that I haven't seen any others, that there's only one type of herb in summer, because I have a slightly paranoid feeling that I'm missing that. No, okay, my notes say 2 from 4, 2 from 4, and that includes the flowers. So yes, I definitely have gotten that one. That's the sheep festival. I don't need to go to that. Whoa! Holy moly. 5 minutes ahead. Now I don't actually know how good my fall is, because fall mostly consists of sleeping festivals and the cloudy day.
Lucky!
So I don't have to care about my dog anymore. This is actually a big part of where I lose probably not a lot of time, but a little bit of time, you know, that adds up, is because in quite a few of my runs, I'll then forget that I don't need to pick up my dog every day. It becomes muscle memory. So when the cloudy day comes, I'm going to take out a fish. Not a rainy day, I can't do anything on a rainy day. I've already done my rainy day. I'm going to take out a fish for the dolphin. And I'm going to try and finish my day there. I'm going to put a couple, not all of them, but I'm going to put a few of my eggs in the fridge, just so I have room for, the herbs and, what's it called? The flower. The very rare flower. Because, a few people who've been watching me following me or watching my streams for quite a while may remember a run in which I lost, I want to say 17 minutes. I was I think I was 17 minutes behind after 4, probably 15, but maybe a little bit more, I can't remember. Exactly. Because I couldn't find the rare flower. Okay, let's meet in the square. Good. So this is another one of those romantic festivals, the ones that you can't do unless someone of the opposite gender is your friend. And this is also one of those festivals where I remind myself that I have terrible mashing habits, and that I will just mash. Like, even if there is no text on the screen, even if, you know, there isn't going to be any text for a while, I'm just going to mash because it makes me, you know, it feels like I'm doing something. It feels like I'm making it go a little bit faster, even though I'm not. But look, on the GameCube controller, it's not that bad. Like, it's not worse on like my 3DS or something, where like after probably like 10 minutes into a Lost Valley run, I've like indented my thumb with the A button.
Lucky!
So yeah, so I'm just looking for a cloudy day now. It doesn't particularly matter when it occurs, just it needs to occur. Although I don't want to say this and then it happened, because it would be awful, but it'd be interesting to see just like a whole season without one type of day. Like if just fall just didn't have any if it didn't have any cloudy days. That'd be really weird. Right, I might actually go and check in a second what the next festival is. I believe it's the horse race, but I don't want to mess up. Yeah, okay. So, well, I didn't need to know what the next festival was, I just need to know that the festival there was definitely a festival between now and the Harvest Festival. Which there is. Okay, cloudy day. Thank fuck. Actually, I'm gonna take out. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm going a little bit risky. Well, not risky, but I'm kind of hoping it's not going to take me long to find the the flower and the herb. The herb doesn't usually take long. What takes long is usually the flower. The bloom is the flower. Oh, I just thought of a perfect time that when I should have bought the bell. I should have done it when I was gonna
Lucky!
ship the crop for the harvest festival. Okay. Flower very early, herb very early on. That is good. I like that. So I think after this little area, I'm gonna go on the hunt for the flower. Because I can do that a little bit more closer to the dolphin. I can't remember whether you can actually eat those chestnuts. I don't think you can. Okay, flower. Good. That's really good. I found that quite quickly. So now I can just sit by the dock, picking weeds and tilling soil, not tripping. And then as soon as I get the cloudy note, I can give that final fish and wave to the dolphin and get that note.
Lucky!
So that's really good. Didn't want to pick up that mushroom again. Okay, So ideally, at the end of the day, I do get both the tilling the soil and picking the weeds notes. I don't know whether I will get them. If I don't, it will cost me like the tiniest bit of time later on. Oh shit. Yeah, now would be a good time to eat eggs.
Lucky.
Okay, that's, I'm assuming they're tilling the soil. Yep, good. Which means I can't actually be too far away off of picking the weeds, I don't think. Okay, that's really good. I'm like doing really well for notes at the moment. Like I mean, I now even have time to just start on the whistling note, which I usually don't get time to start on until winter, and then I usually have to like cross that over into waiting for night owl. So this is really good. This means like the last few splits should be quite good. Although I do need to remember that this costs energy. Okay. So I'm assuming that will be cloud. Yep. Please come over here first. No, what are you doing? Dolphin, please. Oh my gosh. Okay, I did that a bit unoptimal, but this is still good.
Lucky.
It's still going really well. I don't know how many more eggs I have. But yeah, I'm probably gonna use like the tiny bit of money that I got from, I don't know, how much would I have got from the Blue Mist? Today's the horse race, so I don't need to go to that. Oh, and I'm picking up my dog again. This is what I was talking about earlier, when I say I just go back into muscle memory and start picking up my dog. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and buy a few more eggs, and no, I'm not today at least, because okay, I have enough for a few more eggs, maybe like 5, 6. I think just 5. No, I think I should have enough for 6. That's fine. I want to pick up the breadfruit to go to ship for the Harvest Festival. Okay, so that's as much as I can buy. I don't know whether I'll actually be able to eat all of them. Oh, I don't know whether I'll be able to have all of them during the snow day. But I don't think that should matter. I don't know, I'm halfway through with eating. So I don't know how I'll do. I have a feeling I may have to try and find some extra items like in spring, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I've got one more festival before.
Yeah.
I think I may lose time on fall, but that gives me the feeling that my fall split might. I don't know. I don't think much would have changed between now and whenever I PB'd, but I don't know. Maybe it did. I don't know, I just can't remember. I can't think of much what would have changed to really make me lose time in fall split. Like, the only thing I can think of is like adding on the fishing, the dolphin at the end of the weather day. That's the only thing I can think of that would add really a substantial amount of time. So I definitely had another 6 in there, so that was 12, so that's 37. Yeah, it's going to be close. I don't think there's any other notes I'm forgetting to do in fall, which is good. Yeah, so I'll probably lose like a little bit of time, but I don't think any more than a minute, really. Okay, maybe it'll be a minute. I don't know.
Lucky.
But what matters is the fact that I'm still ahead, really. That's impressive. We're 4 minutes ahead at full, and apparently I do have time saves in the next 2 splits. Whether or not I will save that time, I don't know. But let's hope I do. That's no. Okay. So here I'm going to catch up on a few easy notes that you don't really have any other time to make because as you may be able to tell by this now, you can't till any soil, there aren't any weeds, there's nothing like that during this weather day. So this is when I do things like chopping wood, using the bell, and a little bit of like eating cleanup. If anything, that's like the one unfortunate thing, is that with the snow day, is there isn't any like natural food on the grows, because then it would just be really good for eating. Yeah, but there definitely aren't any notes I'm forgetting. I just checked. I checked my notes for my notes.
Lucky.
I don't think I counted that last one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go head over to the library, because that's where I want to be at the end of this day to read like the fall-winter selection of books. So unfortunately, the only items that grow in winter are mushrooms and poison mushrooms, which, yeah, unfortunately you can't eat straight away. If you could, this would be pretty, that would be good. Also, sorry if you don't like the bell noise, I had to do it 20 times. But unfortunately, there isn't any good way to find just edible items in the wild during winter. If there were, the Big Eater note would be a lot easier, I think.
Lucky.
Yes, that'll be the bell note. I'm gonna check to make sure there aren't any actual things I can't eat. Right, so now I'm just gonna do this. So there's a note for standing still. It says guides you'll find will say for 5 minutes. It is almost definitely not for 5 minutes. But if anyone in chat wants to ask me anything, I am completely able to look at chat now and not lose time, because it's a note based around standing still. It's pretty easy to get.
Lucky.
So it's very easy to get. Now I'm just going to try and finish off. I don't know whether I'll be able to finish it, but I'm going to try and continue the whistling note that I started in 4.
Lucky.
Okay, that'll be the snow note. Oh, actually, did I increase my note counter after the idle note?
Lucky.
Oh, okay. Apparently I've missed counting a few notes. Apparently I'm on 43 and not 38 or however many I thought I was on. I guess that's good. Yeah, because that would have made me panic a bit later on. Okay. Actually, when's the next festival I need to attend? Okay, the next festival I need to attend is the 19th. I think the actual next festival is the 8th. I think that's the chicken festival. Oh no, 7th. I'm gonna check just to make sure there isn't one more festival in between. There is. Thanksgiving, okay. So I need to wait until after the 12th to put the steak in the festival bin. Which I actually think was the mistake I made the last time I ran this, which would have been sometime in 2015. That was the mistake I made. I was on a pretty good run. I don't think it was as good as this one was, but I was on a pretty good run at least. And then I messed it up at winter and failed the fire festival because I shipped the steak at the wrong time. But I'm not gonna fail it this time. And I actually didn't fix you out. It doesn't come up as it doesn't say festival on it. Today's a snowstorm, so I can't do it today. So I'll just do it today. I don't actually know whether those count, so I don't want to risk it out. Yes, I believe for the Fire Festival, or the Flame Festival, not the Fire Festival, there's apparently a difference. The Flame Festival, you go to the beach, I'm pretty sure. I know that's where it takes place, so it would make sense for it it would make sense for you to go to the beach. Yep. Cool. I haven't messed up any of the locations for festivals yet. See, I feel like once you get out of, once you get out of spring, that's when it's like it gets, like, don't get me wrong, spring is interesting because of all the crops and stuff, but I feel like spring is very planned out. Spring is like, you know exactly when everything's going to happen, not really, there isn't really anything that throws you for a loop. Whereas everything past then, that's when you kind of have to think, there isn't like a specific date you have to go to the mine. There isn't a specific date you have to do certain things. You just kind of have to think on your feet, which is really, I think, a really cool thing about this run.
Lucky!
But I think what's the nice thing is once you get past fall and you get into winter, like by winter you've basically got most of the notes. You just kind of getting, it's mostly just catch up and, tying off those few loose ends. So winter becomes really relaxing, especially because you usually by that time know how good the run is. Not like the biggest thing that can happen in winter that can like mess you up is how far you are with Big Eater. And usually you already know how far you are with Big Eater by this time. Like, I'm doing pretty well. I've got another 10 items, I know definitely. And I'll eat them whilst I'm waiting for the Night Owl note. Well, actually, I just thought of a good idea. Whilst I'm waiting for the Night Owl note, I'll most likely, I don't know, if I run out of items to eat, I don't know how likely that is, but if I run out of items to eat, then I'll just quickly go back into my house and fill up my bag. I don't know whether I will like have enough time to do that. But we'll see. But I'll be honest, this run is going a lot better than I thought it would. Like, I thought the first run I did in a while wasn't going to be that good, like I might have to reset because I messed something up in spring or something like that. And I even started the stream a little bit earlier because I kind of wanted to get, I'd stream for a little bit longer. I've been getting used to that. I think it's good for me. But I don't know. This run might be just the only one I do for tonight because it's just looking like it's going to be a good run anyway. And it even looks like it may beat my goal, or my current goal for Magical Melody, which is sub 245. Which leads me on to where do I go from there? And I'm not going to act like it's common knowledge, but I don't want to act like you probably didn't know. But if you're aware of some games, the Harvest Moon series, they kind of do a thing where like they release the game twice, and the second version is like the proper version where you can actually play it and it's not awful. So see, for example, Island of Happiness, they released that, and I don't think it was a bad game, but it had flaws that people were very vocal about. Like people weren't very keen on touchscreen controls. And then they released Sunshine Islands, and that fixed quite a few of the problems people had. And it was just generally like a better, more fleshed out version of the game. But Magical Melody actually has a version of that as well, except it was never released outside of Japan. So the original title for Magical Melody, I don't remember what it is in Japanese, but it roughly translates to Farm Story Song of Happiness. And then the version that got released as Magical Melody was actually a re-release of Song of Happiness. It was in the same vein as Sunshine Islands. It was like the same game but just updated and better. So it was Song of Happiness for World. So I'm thinking of importing a copy of Song of Happiness for World. Song of Happiness, the original Magical Melody, purely because apparently the game was a bit unbalanced. So things things shipped for a lot more. Like, I haven't seen any like specific like numbers, but apparently things ship for double, which would be very interesting speedrun wise, because it would probably make Big Eat or obtaining items for Big Eater a lot easier, and it may make certain other notes a lot easier to do as well. As you consider, like, you know, I call breadfruit OP because it's like 300 now, and it gives you, and it's like it grows back every 2 days. That's really good. If in the original version it shipped for 600, that's ridiculously good. So yeah, so I did plan on getting a lot more out of Magical Melody, but considering this is a really good run, I don't know how much I will actually get from it. But yeah, my next plan in terms of speedruns is to see what I can do with the original Magical Melody version of Magical Melody in Japanese. And depending on how well that goes, because I don't think it would, because I'm playing on an import copy of Magical Melody now. But I mean, like, Wonderful Life import copies just don't work at all, even on soft modded consoles. Like, I don't know what they did with the game, but like, even if you're playing on a soft modded console where it should work, it will just crash and say, nope, you can't play this game. So they like region locked it inside the game. But depending on how well original Japanese Magical Melody goes, bear in mind I'm gonna have, I haven't ordered it yet. It's gonna take a while to get here, and then there's just gonna be a small amount of time where I'm figuring out what the differences are, how if there's anything I can actually change speedrun wise, and what I would if I can. So, assuming my next stream isn't going to be more Magical Melody any percent, then it'll be one of two things. It'll either be a long Back to Nature routing stream like I've been doing recently, or I'll try and relearn Super Nintendo Best Ending in the coming days, and try and meet my goal for that. I'll be able to spend a little bit longer on those. But yeah, that's just what, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Lucky!
Okay, so this is me preparing oh shit, I just remembered I haven't actually got the whistling note yet. I should do that now. Okay, I gotta mess up, usually. So yeah, this is where I would try and catch up with the whistling note, not Big Eater. Okay, so whistling, Big Eater, bringing festival. Yeah, okay.
Lucky!
So I've definitely got, I know exactly how many notes I've got and how many I've got left. That's fine. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to spend a bit of time just eating. I don't know how much of my 50 notes that'll cost. I have no idea whether that actually counted. Let's just assume it did and hope for the best. Also, that's a split.
Lucky!
So yeah, so I'm just gonna continue eating. So even though I'm 8 minutes ahead now, there's a good chance I will lose time here because of Big Eater. But I don't know, I feel like I have a feeling something similar happened to this in my PB. Okay, so I know that egg didn't count earlier. I see. One more. Okay, so I'm not gonna have to find too much food, which I can live with, especially considering there's room for error counting in a good way. I'm pretty sure the power berries that you eat at the summer festival and the pumpkin festival count towards the goal. So yeah, so as I mentioned, there's a good chance I'll probably lose a little bit of time on this split. I don't know whether I will, I don't know whether I won't. It does look like I will at the moment, but I don't think I'll lose, like, a shit ton of time. It really depends on how nice the game is feeling with food placement. But I don't need to find that much food, really. As I say, I don't need to find that much. I only need to find like 5 items-ish. And even then, like, if I go to my next split, I don't know whether I'll save that tiny bit of time, but that tiny bit of time will be, it'll be a whatever, because I'll most likely be closer to the Goddess Spring than I would usually be. Oh, there's a berry there. I kind of wish I saw that at a better time, but I'll take it either way.
Lucky!
Okay, that's... Oh, I saved time, how cool of me. Okay, so coming up to the end of the run, like the unfortunate, boring part of the run. So whenever something like this happens, when just nothing is going on, I always say, chat, feel free to ask me questions, like, and this time, I genuinely mean it. Ask me fucking anything, because it's 10 minutes of me mashing A. So, anything. Hey Plumorant, how are you doing today? Yes, I did go mining. Also, I didn't watch one. You caught the best bit. You caught nothing. You caught me going, look at what I achieved. Yeah, this is guaranteed world record at this point because I'm 8 minutes ahead, and this is basically just auto scroller. Like, sure, I could lose time, like I may lose or gain time depending on where I was in like the overworld, in my PB and in my gold split, but and I just guess just like how good I am at mashing, but this is definitely world record. If it gets sub 40, actually no, it can't get sub 40, sub 240 at least, but it will definitely meet my goal of sub 245. But I don't think it will be able to go sub 240 without some more routing changes, which I wouldn't be able to think of at the moment. Like, I don't even think, like, I think you may be able to get it with like ridiculously good luck, but yeah, I don't see that happening. But either way, this is a really good run. Like, everything kind of fell into place for me this run, which I was really surprised about, being the first run I did in over a year. I don't think I ran this game at all during 2016. I can't remember. Maybe I did like one run, but I don't think I PB'd. So I imagine we're coming up to the halfway point of handing in notes. I don't know exactly. I'll know when I'm out slightly after the halfway point, because at 30 they give you a power berry and Jamie comes in and is just angsty. 5 instruments. Okay, so that's, yeah, this is the halfway point. So actually, really the only things that look like they could be improved is, by the looks of it, Spring 2 and Egg Festival. Oh, I guess Swing Festival didn't really take into account, I don't think my best took into account feeding the dolphin. Fall, I don't think took that into account either, plus I think there was just some general slow menuing at times. But then obviously Winter was good, Winter was very good. Big Eater didn't go as terrible as I thought it would go for a first run. Big Eater went surprisingly well, actually. In fact, I only had to find a couple of extra items in the overworld, like, to get the 50 note split. That's quite good. Mining wasn't terrible. It could have gone a little bit better, but it wasn't. It's definitely not the worst I had. So that's it. I think that was a big part of this run. When the RNG and when the luck was bad, it wasn't terrible. It was only like, slightly annoying. It was only like mild, it was like a mild time loss, like in Swimming Festival or the Mine. But when it was good, like in the Fall Weather Day with finding the flower, or or I guess just like Big Eater, it was really good. So yeah, this is a really good run. I think if I wasn't going to look into getting a Japanese copy of the original version of Magical Melody, this would be, I think there's a good chance this time would be like yep, I'm really happy with this category and how it's gone, but I probably won't come back to it forever type thing, This would be the equivalent of my 32-38 Celia in Wonderful Life, because yeah, that run can be better, but it's at that level where there's no point in me trying to grind for it and trying to beat it. But I don't know, because I used to think that about my 2940 for Muffy, but I beat that a couple of days ago, so clearly I'm on a roll. So now would be like the best time to try and beat my Celia record, because everything's just going my way. But no, what I'm actually probably going to not stream tonight, but next time I stream, it'll most likely be Super Nintendo Best Ending. Or as I said earlier, it might be Back to Nature routing. Because I want to try and do a routing stream once every month. Not once every month, once every week on like the weekend. Because that'll be when, when I get into like July, August, September, when I'll be doing like the day-long speedruns of like Tree of Tranquility, Animal Prey, Back to Nature and stuff like that. So I think it's just a good idea to get into like the long routing streams then. Okay, here comes the end of the run. 2:41:42. Oh, the gold as well. Okay, sure. Why not? I will definitely take that. That is a good run. I seem to have a habit of, with Magical Melody, whenever I'm going to beat a goal I set, I like blow it out of the water. Like I remember at some point my goal was sub 3, and then like the first run I got was like a 250 or something. Well, not 250. It was I was like, oh yeah, sub 3 might be possible. Hey now, mate. I was like, sub 3 might be possible, and then I got like a 55 or something. Like I blew it out of the water. Or the best one was when I was like, oh, my goal's sub 5 hours, and then I got like a 3 hour something run because I changed the route by quite a big chunk. Yeah, I'm really happy with this run. This is a really good run. I'm probably not ever going to try to beat this until I get a Japanese copy of the game. And even then, for people who may not have been here earlier, there's an original Japanese copy of the game. So in Japan, this version of Magical Melody is known as Song of Happiness for World. That's what it roughly translates to. There is and that was like an updated version of Song of Happiness. So there's a slightly outdated version of Magical Melody in Japanese, which one, Japanese, so just faster text. I don't know how much that'll affect it, but this has things like apparently more glitches, so I don't know whether they'll be helpful or not. But also things cost differently, and like things ship for more. So I'll definitely be interested to see how that all works out, and hopefully it goes fine. But yeah, I don't really have anything left to say, so I don't know how much longer is left of the little melody, but I'll let that play out, and then that'll be it from me. So thank you all for watching, I appreciate it very much so, and hopefully I'll see you next stream. See ya!